Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you, and today is the start of Fashion Week in Pokemon Go. So, you know what that means? Zoe's got to go out and film today. That means it's raining. Yay! Had perfect weather all weekend, but of course, the day that your girl's got to go film. But we're going to persevere. I mean, it's coming in patches, so maybe we can still jump out, get exploring, it's fine. First catch we're going to start off with, though, is the top hat, the dapper Doug Trio. Look at this little dude, so snazzy. My biggest complaint of the year for Pokemon Go, forget all of the terrible boxes in-game, it is the fact that this evolution doesn't have all three hats. And then there's one hat, this is terrible, boycott the game, full stop. I just can't deal with this anymore. This is my straw. Anyway, Fashion Week, I love the Fashion Week events. Oh, hello, new Mareanie. Evil thing. I love the Fashion Week events. Your girl likes a bit of fashion, but the bows, there's the Butterfree is back out in the wild, the little dapper schnazzy Blitzel from last year is back out and about, Krogunk with the costume, Brogunk can evolve this year too, which is cool, new Doug Trio, Absol with the Sunnies, Furfrou was released as shiny, which is just ridiculous, and Mareanie as well is released in-game. So Mareanie, let's catch this thing up. I feel like I can't advocate for catching this thing. It's honestly one of the only Pokemon that I genuinely, I'm like, ew, how dare you? This thing, let me read you the Pokédex entry. I'm going to assume it's going to be, maybe it won't be in Pokemon Go, the Pokemon Go Dex, but I'll tell you why I got feelings about Mareanie. Aside from its head, its body parts regenerate quickly if they're cut off. After a good night's sleep, Mareanie is back to normal. Ew! Mareanie eats Corsola. Mareanie are the reason Corsola are going extinct. I've got big gripes with Mareanie, alright? Mareanie and Toxapex, they're basically not a parrot, they're like the Pokemon version of like the five-pointed, the pointy sea star, the starfish that's bad. That big annoying starfish thing that like eats coral. And it's doing a great job of destroying, swaths of the Great Barrier Reef. Munching on some Corsola. I've got issues with Mareanie, so look, we'll catch it, but I'm not going to be happy about it, which is a shame because it's obviously a cool design for a Pokemon and stuff, but damn, they have to just go straight in and be like, yeah, it eats Corsola. It eats this little cutie, keep him away. So I need to do 3 snapshots of a Pokemon in the wild. I'm pretty sure that task is going to be Furfrou. Now my quest, my mission for this event, 1. Furfrou. You guys know if you've been here for long enough, I collect Hundo Regionals. Furfrou, it just presented itself as the nightmare, the final boss of regional collections, because there's there's several different forms for this thing, or trims. Technically, yes, I could just get one Hundo and change its trim when I go around the world at some point, but that kind of defeats the purpose of having a full-on collection. I'm going to do my best to do as many tasks as I can for this as well. I'm going to try and bully Alan into doing as many tasks as I can too, so he can trade me the Furfrou. At least they're spawning in the wild as well, so there's a chance there. But I think I'm going to test something out, and you guys let me know if you like it or you don't like it. I'm going to try and go just phone handheld mode, so even if it's raining I can leave the camera but just take the phone out, go for walks and just grind out as many quests as I can to try and get this thing. Either the shiny or one or some Hundos would be amazing. For you following along at home, I don't recommend that you go grinding for Hundos of Furfrou. I would recommend though having a nice little stash, and then if you ever do intend to travel, evolve or form change some Furfrou from your local area to bring with you to give to other people that might not be able to travel, and vice versa. If you see someone traveling to your area, ask if they have Furfrou from their area. Also want to say a massive thank you to Jasmine as well, who traded me this Furfrou. So this is the Pharaoh cut Furfrou from Egypt. Her and her partner went to Egypt, I believe, for a holiday or for work. But saw you guys at Worlds, and this was just you're like, hey, would you like this? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to be in or around Egypt anytime soon, so I have got this cute little lad. And as I said in a previous video, I just totally forgot. Everyone was reminding me to do the Europe form. They're like, don't forget to do your Europe one, don't forget to do your France Furfrou. No one reminded me to do the American one. So I guess one day when I'm back in America, I need to form change one, but I do not have a Hundo of this thing. So that's it, that's the goal, smash out some quests, and we'll see. You guys let me know how you feel about the handheld mode, or just the phone screen version of things in the comments as well. So let's get out, let's get exploring, let's get into Fashion Week. Also, Yveltal's in raids, shiny Yveltal. Probably try and do some raids too. Okie dokie, got a couple of checks. No on this one. Actually, I should probably pineapple all these. I want to say as well, a massive massive, massive thank you to everyone who's been patient with the videos being a little bit less frequent this last week and a bit. Had a family member that was involved in a car accident. They are okay, they are safe, but they are without a car. So I've been helping them out, driving them to a few bits and pieces, which just means there's been a bit less videos and stuff happening this week. Appreciate you guys and your understanding. Also, 2 friendly reminders. Check out the VODs channel. A whole bunch of videos from our live streams going up there as well. And then also check out the Instagram. Follow your girl on Instagram. It's Fashion Week. I'm bringing back the Fashion Week posts and making some outfits styled based on different types of trainers. Be sure to go check that out as well. Okie dokie. Catch 5 Pokemon is going to be Murkrow. Okay, so I'll be skipping that one personally. I know a certain someone in Melbourne is going to be prioritizing this quest. Now let's find out what's catch 15 going to be. Oh, check on the Rainy cast form. Not shiny, can be shiny. And catch 15 is going to be Krogunk. Okay, not bad. Pretty easy one. And also a shiny check. And 3 nice throws is Skitty. Totally forgot as well, photo bombs. Photo bombs, of course, fashionable photo shoots for all the fashionable Pokemon. Photo bombs are going to be getting you 5 times per day with either Diglett or Furfrou, I believe. So that was my first one. Another Diglett, not shiny. 3rd photo bomb is Furfrou. Photo bomb number 4, Diglett. Photo bomb number 5, Diglett for today. Okay, totally missed as well. There's timed research here, so I think one of these was catch 5 Pokemon. I have no clue what the other one was, but we need to take snapshots of something in the wild. So, you ready for your close-up, Brogunk? And a oh wow! See a flippy Pokemon on a hug it so tight. Oh, we've got like an actual, wow, okay, a challenger in our research. Oh, actually, hey! We have got Absol off the incense as well. The absolutely fabulous Absol. I'm gonna call it Fabsol. Oh my gosh. Look at this handsome dude. Another Furfrou check. No. Alrighty, daily incense done. And a very fashionable incense. And 2 of the Spritzy, which I really like. I like that that's like, it's a new shiny. It was released for the South Korean Safari Zone. And it's popping up, you know, either in the wild and or on like incense after the event as well, which I like to see. Okie dokie, 10 berries to help catch pocket monsters. Blitzel. Okay, so I think personally I'm going to be sticking to the photobomb tasks for the Furfrou. And it's time. I've exhausted all of the stops here. I've spun everything, and Furfrou thankfully is spawning quite frequently in the wild, but I'm going to keep pumping through these quests, see how many we can get done today. And I need to find a Yveltal raid as well, because I haven't seen one at all. Alrighty, so Yveltal raid. Okay, so what we're going to do 4 counters here: Rock, Ice, Fairy, and Electric. Did I even make my team correctly? I like how I mega evolved my Mega Manectric and it decided to bring in my not mega evolved one. Sick. Love that for me. Maybe someone else's a clever cat has got their mega in here. Good lordy. Basically, Mega Manectric going to be the #1 super duper electric type attacker for this thing. But if you've got a stash of things like Tyranitar with Smackdown Stone Edge, amazing. And we are taking it down fairly handedly, so I don't think this is going to be too much of an issue. Can be shiny. And confirmed for shiny. I made sure to actually check that someone from New Zealand had posted that there was a shiny for this, same for Furfrou, before I did this raid. So thank you to the New Zealand beta testers as always, confirming that these things are turned on. And Dunsky, beautiful, 200 seconds still remaining. Easy peasy. Check! No first raid shiny, that'd be a bit ridiculous. And I know I haven't done a lot of raids in a while, like honestly a lot of the most recent raid bosses I've kind of just skipped a little bit or haven't really done videos on them. I'm honestly a little bit tempted to shiny hunt for this lad. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so here's the thing. Here is why Furfrou is, I feel like going to be one of the full stop rarest shinies in Pokemon Go forever and ever. Essentially, if you want to have a shiny of every form trim of Furfrou at the same time, not just one that you change when you feel like it sort of thing, or when you feel like it, when you can travel around the world on a whim. You're gonna need to have at least 10 of these things shiny. to have it of all the variations. Plus, you would also have to be able to either travel the world yourself or be so just charismatic that everyone, all the world travelers come to you to trade. Be very worldly, rub a lot of shoulders, make a lot of friends to trade with people. So for the normal matron and dandy trim, you can get those trims anywhere in the world and, you know, change them whenever you want. It does cost a nice chunk of Stardust and a bunch of candy as well for Furfrou to do it, which is a little bit annoying. But if you want to get any other form trim, it's going to be dependent on where you physically are in the world at the time. So for me, in the Asia Pacific region, I'm in Australia, I've got the star trim, which I think is a pretty cute one. For anyone in the Americas, you guys get the debutante trim. For the Europe, Middle East, and Africa, you guys get the diamond trim. The heart trim was actually released for Valentine's Day this year, so we haven't seen that since Valentine's, and probably won't see it until next Valentine's is my guess. Then after that, the last three are very, very specific. If you want to get the kabuki trim, you have to be in Japan. If you want the Lorraine trim, you need to be in France. And if you want the Pharaoh trim, you need to be in Egypt. Now for those three, there are like sometimes little edges, like say for example for France, when I was actually in Monaco, I tested to see if you could get the Lorraine trim in Monaco. Yes, you can. And there's obviously like certain countries and borders that are, you know, close enough with how it's mapped that you can sort of get them if you're close enough to them. But those last three especially are so incredibly specific. Japan, Egypt, and France to get these three variations. So not only do you need to get lucky enough to get the shiny, you need to then also live there or have the means to travel to these places, or again, have someone from these places come to trade with you. So as I mentioned earlier as well, I really just recommend for this Furfrou, if you have any intentions of traveling in the future, definitely just keep a stash of even regular non-shiny Furfrou. And if you're gonna travel, say if you're going on, you know, you've been saving up and it's finally time for that big international holiday, make sure you change a bunch of Furfrou, even just do it now, do it during this event, change a bunch of Furfrou trims to your local Furfrou so you can bring them with you to trade with other people. I was actually surprised for my most recent travels how many people wanted the Furfrou trims over things like the Flabebe, which is regional as well, or the Oricorio. There was definitely still a lot of interest in those, but a lot of people wanting the Furfrou trims. So I definitely recommend doing that one because it is one people forget about a lot too, because we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it since Valentine's, I'm pretty sure. And before that, we hadn't seen it since like the fashion event last year, which is crazy. So honestly, if you are a fan of this one, I would recommend hunting it for this event. It's gonna be one of the rarest shinies in Pokemon Go if you wanna get the whole set. Just full stop it will be. Who knows, maybe one day they'll do some sort of international Furfrou event or something to make it so you can get these variations, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let's see what this battle actually entails here with our quirky challenger. Probably try something a little bit stronger. I've got no clue what they're gonna have. Let's go for a bit of a variety. The sun's actually finally come out now that I've headed back home. So, okay, Furfrou, I thought so. I thought we'd have some Furfrou options in here. Okay. Oh wow, it's like they're literally only 500 CP. Never mind, I probably don't need to. 200 CP Mareanie. And, oh, Diglett. I assume that was a Diglett. It said Diglett at the top. Ripperoni Diglett. Okay, well that was easy. Clay, oh, thank you. So a hefty amount of XP there. And a Krogunk encounter. And so 5 great curveball throws. Take a snapshot of Mareanie in the wild. Dang it, should have done this before I came back home. And catch a Furfrou. Well, here's a Furfrou I prepared earlier. Not shiny. Today's a little bit of a disjointed one, but I will be back out and about hunting through this week. So let me know what you guys feel about the handheld, like just the screen recording kind of stuff, if that works for you. Thinking I might do some live streams as well this week, just out and about ones to get these quests. I really, really want to go just grind for Furfrou. Make sure you're following both on here, subscribed here, and also following over on the Purple website as well. It's just depending which service wants to, you know, cooperate for the live streaming. Sometimes on the go, it can be a little bit pesky. Oh, discounted avatar items in the shop for this event as well. Ooh, wow, everyone loves a good sale on the fashion items. Oh yes, 7 kilometer eggs as well do have, what is it? Absize? It's got 4 things in it. 4 things, I'll put it on screen. 7 kilometer eggs though. And let's just do a quick little check if the Go Plus did anything sassy without our knowledge. 4-star, nothing new there. Shiny? No, but your girl did get her first ever shiny off the daily incense after like 2 months of this feature being out. The Bronzor. And a wild Stunfisk. I actually got a wild Stunfisk just going for a walk. So that was nice to just get like a raw new shiny, which is pretty cool. Didn't have that one before, Galarian Stunfisk. So it's possible. If I can get a shiny off the daily incense, you can do it too. I'd totally recommend probably doing it during events when there's like shiny, or Pokemon that have boosted shinies as well, because the incense will pull from that. Still no Galarian birds. One day. Get out there, enjoy your fashion week, and I'll be getting back out there and hunting for those Furfrou soon enough. As always, lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. And if you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch are in the description down below. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.